Okay, so frequency tables can be used to organize data by using tally marks. Then the frequency table data can be transferred to a dot plot. So I'm giving you an example of how you would set up a frequency table. You'd have number of whatever you're asking, tally marks, and then the frequency are the total tallies. All right, so we're going to take this data. The data below represents the number of books read by students over spring break, and we're going to make a dot plot. But before we make the dot plot, I want to put it into the frequency table first. So we're going to skip to the bottom part, and we're going to put some labels in here. We want our books read. We want the tallies. And we want the frequency. Now to find out what I put in the books read category, I look at the data that I have. What is the lowest number in my data? 5. And what is the highest? 10. So I'm going to count 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I'm going to have to add an additional box here for 10. Now I'm going to go up to the data, and I would not suggest looking for all the 5s and counting them. I would actually start with the 6. I see a 6, I'm going to put a tally. I see a 5, a tally. A 6, a tally. A 10, a tally. So go ahead and continue with your tallies, and we'll see if we match. Okay, so this is what we should look like after we're done with our tallies. And now for the tallies, we need to get the frequency. All we do is total the tallies. So for 5 books read, we have 4. That's the frequency. For 6, we have 3. For 7, 2. For 8, 1. For 9, we have 0. And for 10, we have 5. So we need a title for our dot plot because if you don't have a title, people don't know what those dots represent. So what would we give a title for this? Books read. Perfect. Titles can go on the top or on the bottom. It doesn't matter as long as you have it. What numbers will I put below my line? 5 through 10. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Don't skip any numbers because that leads to a deceiving dot plot. So how many dots will I put above 5? 4. Make sure you can see them. How many above 6? How many above 7? 8? 9?
0.
And 10.
5.
That's a dot plot. Okay, so looking at the dot plot, we want to find the median. We will find the median by finding the middle dot. So, when we are looking at our dot plot, we start crossing off dots from left to right. So I'm just going to put a little slash through them. Left, right, until I find the middle dot. And the middle dot is at 7, so that is where the median is. Okay, so now we have the mode. Where do you see the most dots? At 10. Range is the highest number minus the lowest number on the scale. So what is the range? And you're going to have to add this to your notes. It's not on there. So what's the highest number? 10. What's the lowest?
5.
And you would subtract those. 10 minus 5 is 5. So the range is 5. Notice how I didn't look at the dots. So the median, I looked at the dots. The mode, I looked at the dots. The range, I looked at the numbers below. I want to put these little helpers there. cluster, where do you see the most dots?
10.
Okay, at 10. So cluster, we're looking for the dots. Are there any gaps? At 9. Again, you're looking at the dots. And are there any outliers? Anything that's unusual about this data? Dots way away from all the other dots. You look at the dots here. Are there any that are farther away from everything else?
And farther away from 8.
Do they look like they're really spread out? Like, is there anything way over here or way over here?
No.
No. So there's no outlier in this data. And that's okay. You don't have to have everything that it's asking you.